Welcome back to my Country Craft Corner. How in the world are you guys doing today? It is so good to see you again, and thank you so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to. And what I'm up to today is to have a kind of a true confessions kind of a video for you guys. Plus I do have a little bit of a haul too from Amazon and Hobby Lobby. I think, yeah, and I got this from Temu, but I'll talk about this in a minute. But anyway, as you saw by my thumbnail, if you saw that, you know, you'll see that I named this Conquering My Fear of the Dentist. And for those of you who have been with me for all the years I've been on YouTube, you'll know that I have an innate fear, I'm just admitting it, of doctors of any sort. And I don't like going, and I get really frightened, and I think it's kind of a little bit of PTSD, if you will, from when, you know, I was pregnant with our daughter Candace, and they told me that I had a brain tumor and that I wasn't going to live long enough to have her maybe, and that I needed to go see a neurosurgeon and to pack a bag because they were just absolutely sure I was going to need surgery. Anyway, all of that turned out to be nothing, really. Well, not nothing. It turned out to be something called pseudotumor cerebri, which is a fake brain tumor caused by an overdose of vitamin A, caused by a diet that I had been on. Vicious cycle. Anyway, I'm fine. I've never had any ill effects, and my thoughts and prayers are with those of you who deal with pseudotumor cerebri on a daily basis. I know I have some subbies who have dealt with that and are still dealing with that. I really never had any other symptoms other than enlarged blind spots. My optic nerve was a little bit swollen, and I had enlarged blind spots, which the brain is a miraculous thing. It compensated for that. I don't even see them. I have never had any ill effects from anything. And we had a perfectly healthy 10-pound baby girl in Candace just 4 months later. So, and I am not making any excuses for not going to the dentist for years and years. I did have a dentist here in the Fredericksburg area, but he retired several years ago. And I had not been to him for several years before that, if I'm honest, because I am so fearful. Well, funny what pain will do for a girl, you know? I bit down on something about a month ago, I guess. And I felt it, it wasn't that long ago. It was about 3 weeks ago. And I felt it really zing me. I'd also lost a part of a filling out of that tooth a while back. And I wasn't real concerned about that, although I should have been. Anyway, regardless, long story short, I started having immense pain on this side of my face, in my jaw, in my ear, on my forehead, and I know, in my temple. And I know that a lot of that is TMJ, which I have also had in the past because I have a really tiny mouth, and I have had 4 permanent molars just to get my braces in my mouth when I was a kid. I had to have 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom, 4 permanent molars removed, just to make room for my braces, for all the teeth in my mouth. I have a tiny mouth. And then along with that, when I got my wisdom teeth taken out, my wisdom teeth were impacted, and I literally woke up during my surgery, which doesn't happen a lot, you guys, but I kind of woke up and saw him like over me digging this tooth out of my jawbone. So ever since I had my wisdom teeth out, sometimes I'll get a little bit of a TMJ symptom. So at first I thought, okay, this is TMJ and only TMJ. It's just flaring up, but it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And it was excruciating, you guys. I am not even kidding you. It was excruciating. So one day Chris and I were fixing to go out to lunch, and to his surprise, I finally looked at him and I said, let's stop in at his dentist, because I had not even been established in with this dentist yet. And I said, I am in some horrible pain and I really need to get seen. And, so we stopped in, and I was so frightened, you guys. I'm telling you, I know I'm sharing myself, warts and all, and the reason I wasn't going to share all of this, but the reason I'm going ahead and sharing it is to say to you guys, don't do what I did. Get into your dentist and get your teeth checked and do preventative work on your teeth if necessary, because now I have a mess in my mouth. Now, well, anyway, so let me back up. And I walked in, and I walked in, by the way, the dentist I went to here in Fredericksburg, who is still taking new patients, is Vernon Williams at Family First Dental. Phenomenal team, you guys. Absolutely phenomenal team. I had such a good experience in there with every single person throughout the line that I went to. But anyway, I walked in that day and I said, my husband goes here. I need to make an appointment to be seen, whenever. And she said, well, how about at 12:45? And I said, today, 12:45 today? And she said, yes, ma'am. She said, we can get you in and, get you to fill out all your paperwork, and we'll get you in as a new patient, and we'll do as much as we can. We'll do a comprehensive, because I explained to her that I was frightened and that I had not been to the dentist in a while, and that it was a hot mess in there and I didn't know what they'd find. And, I was a mess, y'all. I was a mess. I'm just going to be straight out and honest and straightforward with you guys. And she calmed my nerves like that, you guys. She was amazing. Lauren is her name. She was amazing. And from everybody, and I don't know everybody's names, and I'm really sorry. Lauren was the receptionist, and there was another lady that sat there and she did scheduling, and there was another gentleman over there who was absolutely wonderful too. The lady who usually cleans your teeth was wonderful. The x-ray tech was wonderful, and the dentist, wonderful gentleman, absolutely wonderful. Long story short, they got me in at 12:45. I had more x-rays done of my teeth, I think, that I've ever had in my life. And my mouth is so little and my jaw was so sore, and I was having to bite down on those. Oh my goodness. But they did x-rays everywhere, upper, lower, inside, outside, everywhere known to man. And come to find out, as the dentist said, everything is savable. And I was like, really? Because I really thought I might have to have a couple of extractions on my lower couple of teeth here. And he said, nope. He said, you do need a root canal in that one tooth that's bothering you. It is cracked. And he said a lot of my teeth problems are due to the silver fillings. I'm sure you guys have heard this from your dentists, that were put into my mouth when I was a kid, and they contract and they expand, and the tooth doesn't contract and expand. And when it does that, it causes your teeth to crack and break and so on. So the most emergent, if you will, thing is this molar, my very back molar, which is actually one ahead of what you guys have in your mouth, but it's my last molar because I had the other ones removed, but it's the last molar in my upper right. And I'm going to have a root canal in it next week and a crown. So, and he said, that's the only emergent thing. And he said, we'll do one side of your mouth. I need a deep cleaning in the back, several teeth on both sides. And he said, but we'll do a deep cleaning and we'll do your crowns. And I'm going to have several crowns. Can't remember exactly how many, but like 3, 4 with that one, so I am not going to be embarrassed to tell you this, because I am who I am, warts and all. And this is part of who I am, and I'm an anxious lady. I mean, I'm just going to be straight out there and straightforward with you guys. As uncomfortable as it is to talk about this, I feel like it's important, and I feel like I was led to go ahead and tell you about this. And anyway, I was given antibiotics. I was given a course of amoxicillin, and which each day that has passed, I've gotten better and better and better. Now, I don't know whether that tooth might have been infected. May have been. He didn't see infection in it, but it could have been, or it could have been that I'm just calming down because I've gone to the dentist and my TMJ is settling, could be. And it was just on the one side. So who knows? Who knows? Regardless, I'm better. Not 100% by any stretch of the imagination, but I am better. And once I get the root canal done, then we're going to work on like I said, and there may be times that I'll come on and say, I've got to have dental procedures today. I won't be on today or tomorrow, whatever, we also have trips, coming up and stuff. So I have to fit all of my dental work in between all of our trips. It's been a year, y'all. I mean, what can I say? It's been a year, you know? Sometimes you have to dig really deep. And I've dug deep, and I am so proud of myself at 63 almost to have put those fears aside, if you will, or tamp them down enough to be able to get myself in there and get seen. And then now I have a plan of action in place. I know what's going to happen when, and I feel so much better about that. And I'm just like, get my mouth straightened out. Then if I have other problems that crop up, I won't feel bad about going to get checked out, because I always know that if you need surgery, they want your mouth healthy, you know. So you know, I need to get my mouth healthy. So anyway, you know, and when I walked in, they said, you would never know that you had dental problems because you have a pretty smile and blah, blah, blah. And your teeth look good and stuff. And I'm saying, yeah, don't once you open up, it's a hot mess, you know. So, but anyway, I wanted to come on and tell you guys about this. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I thought, nope, I didn't think I'd feel good enough. I'll be honest with you. I was in some excruciating pain. For those of you who saw my community post the other day, excruciating pain, you guys, that even a couple of Advil didn't even touch, except for maybe an hour out of like the 4, you know, that I took it. And now I'm much better in that respect. I hate taking pills. But of course I had to get some relief, you know. So anyway, I did want to tell you about all of that, and I will be back. I hope, if all goes well with the, you know, with the root canal and everything next week, I hope to be back at some point next week. If not next week, then the next week, to start on my Christmas decorating. And because I really need to get going on that, you guys. And in that vein, I wanted to tell you that I did end up buying yesterday a 9-foot, not a 12-foot, but a 9-foot flocked Christmas tree. Yes, Chris and I decided, okay, we're going to do it. Plus, I've been reading that they're not as bad as they used to be as far as the flocking is concerned. I'll let you know on that. I'm going to hold my opinion on that until I do it for myself, and I will let you guys know. But I ended up getting this tree. I have a picture of it here that I'll put up from Hobby Lobby, and it was half price of the price that you see there. And but it was a lot cheaper than a lot of other places that I've seen that the prices are way, way, way up, you know. So I felt pretty fortunate to get it for what, $300, you know. And it looks to be a beautiful tree. I don't have it up yet, but it's out in a box in the garage. But it looks to be just gorgeous. So what I've decided to do, since that is going to be a flock tree, I will use the same topper that I've used, that I made and have used for the last couple of years. It is somewhat flocked, so I will use that. And if I need to put some flocked pieces in there to put more flocking in it, I will. And I also purchased a bunch of these, about 11 of these picks that I'm going to be adding in to my mantle garland. The mantle garland I use is a cascading garland that I got from Grandin Road years and years ago. And I am going to add some of these into that garland to bring the flocked look into that garland. Then I will be adding the red picks that I showed you last week. I'll be adding those in, and of course white. I'll probably add more white lights, LED lights to these. But I got a bunch of these for wherever I might need them. I am not going to do my staircase garland this year. This was a chunk of change, you guys, and you know, I'm just not going to spend another, what would probably be another $300 or $400 to buy new pine garland and white lights and all of that. I'm just not going to do it. And no, I'm not going to buy a bunch of these picks and stick the picks in. I don't think. I may change my mind, but I doubt it. I think because it is kind of across the room, and that is such a beautiful look anyway, the way it is, I think it's going to blend beautifully, and I think it'll be fine. If it pulls my eye too much, you know, I'll remedy it, but If it doesn't, I think we're going to be fine. I think we're going to be just fine. So I am super excited that I got a 9-foot, and as it is, my topper is 3 feet, and as it is, I have a 12-foot tree with that topper on it. So it's going to be pretty. I'll tell you the truth. I walked in there and looked at the 12-foot tree, you guys, that they sell in there, and it was way too big for the space in which I use my Christmas tree, where I place my Christmas tree. I placed my Christmas tree. Let me turn you here. If you see my fireplace there, I placed my Christmas tree right between the chair. Well, I pull the chair down this way, and the Christmas tree goes right here. I love it. I love for it to be beside the fireplace. I like the fireplace and the Christmas tree to complement one another. And it looks so pretty when you look through from the kitchen area or from this where I'm sitting in the eating area. You look through, you can see that tree. And it is really pretty where I put it. So as I said, it'll go right here. And this tree is not huge at the base of the tree and in circumference, you know, and it'll fit there nicely. That 12-foot, it was massive. It would have hidden my fireplace, you know, and I just didn't have the place for a 12-foot tree. So I was like, okay, we're going to go with it. We're going to go with the 9-foot. I don't know how big around this one is that I got, but it's definitely not as big around as that 12-footer, you guys. It was massive. But anyway, so I'm really excited about that. And Chris and I kind of compromised, but not really. He kind of just said, well, he said, I've been hearing you talking about that flock tree. He said, I said, yeah, I've been talking about it. And he said, well, let's go look and see. And I happened to look on Hobby Lobby. I was sitting here at the table on my laptop, and I was looking just, you know, at Hobby Lobby, and I said, oh, Chris, they have a flocked tree at Hobby Lobby for $300. And he goes, let's go. If they have it in stock, it's meant to be, we'll get it. And I was like, really? Woohoo! You know? And so anyway, we ran to Hobby Lobby and picked it up yesterday and came home, and I am thrilled. Also, while we were at Hobby Lobby, I just happened to see this trio of pumpkins. I put this out at the mailbox. They were metal, and it's a pick, you know, that you put in the ground. So I just love that, and it just kind of adds to the mailbox out there. It was really cute. I had a neighbor, as a matter of fact, text me this morning. Hi, Chris. Not Chris, my Chris, another Chris. Said he was walking by with his dog, and he said, I gotta give you some praise about that mailbox. It really looks good. And I went, well, my goodness, thank you so much. And I told him I was a YouTuber and sent him a link to my YouTube channel. So I don't announce that around my neighborhood, you guys. People don't, you know, in this neighborhood, we are so far apart that, I mean, I know my neighbors, and my one neighbor is a lovely lady, and she knows I have a YouTube channel, but my other neighbors don't know, you know, that I have a YouTube channel. So I did tell him and his wife. So I don't know, hopefully they'll check me out, and hi if you all are. And thank you for that compliment. I appreciate that. So, and I really like what the trio of pumpkins did to the mailbox out there. So that's it from Hobby Lobby, was the trio of pumpkins, the Christmas tree, which was a big purchase, and then these flocked picks, which were, y'all know, can't see, $4.99, 50% off. All the Christmas is 50% off, and the fall is 40% off. Now, why is Hobby Lobby doing 40% for the fall, but yet they do 50% for the Christmas? I mean, I'm grateful. I'm glad. I'm not complaining, but it's like, it makes no sense. But anyway, I don't run the company. Goodness knows that. All right, so I have a couple of things from Amazon that I wanted to show you. One is really simple. I'm probably not going to be buying much at all for Christmas this year. I do want to make a trip over to Snow and Ice over in Harrisonburg, Virginia, because I always get my Santa Claus for my birthday present. That's what I always get every year. I get a Santa Claus, a collectible Santa. So we'll probably be taking a trip over there at some point, hopefully, you know, before Christmas, and I will incorporate and show you that and incorporate that in somewhere. But the only other thing that I needed red berries, as I told you, and I've already gotten those, the tree, Lord knows. And I got myself some white corduroy pillow covers, some big ones. These are 20 by 20s. Because I have red and white, red with white snowflakes, pillows, and I have a long lumbar pillow, which will go right in the center of my sectional here, that says Merry and Bright. I think it's red with white writing, and I wanted a couple of big pillows to put behind that. And I think I'm not sure exactly where everything will go yet, but I wanted to get some white pillowcases. So anyway, got those, and that's it. That's all I got Christmas-wise or decor-wise. But I did want to show you this little pair of kind of ankle pants, if you will. For me, they're ankle pants. But these put me in the mind. Look at these red pants. These are from Amazon. And I did get a 2X because of the hips. You know, the hips are there. They're always, but these are so cute. Hybrid and Company is the name of them, from Amazon. And they come in an array of colors. They also come in short, medium, or short, average, and long. I got the average because I really did want them to be more of an ankle pant. Plus, if I wanted to wear booties or boots with them, I could. And I didn't want them bunching down at my ankles. So I'll put these on for you, and if I have, I'll put it here. I think I'll pair it with just this little vest that I showed you guys and a black top. I'll pair those together, put this outfit on after I'm done videoing. These are so cute and so comfortable. They really put me in the mind of my Amazon Essential jeans that they don't really sell anymore, which I'm so upset about. But that's kind of what these put me in the mind of. They're nice and stretchy. Look at that. All the way down in the legs too, you know. Let me grab a hold of it here, which you can see. So comfortable, you guys. And I have a pair coming in a kind of a royal blue, and then in a teal or turquoisey color. I love them. And I think you can wear these in warm weather or in cold weather, depending on what kind of shoes you put with them, how you layer them up, or what kind of tops you put with them. They're not super heavy, but they're certainly not super light either. So cute. I love the red. I absolutely love the red. So hopefully I've been showing you a picture of myself in them. Love, love, love those pants. Those pants were one of the main reasons I wanted to come on this week to tell you about those pants. So I know you guys like to hear about things like that. Now for my fit check for the day. I've been hearing that on TikTok. My fit check is, I got this from Temu a while back, and it came in an outfit. It came in like a 3-piece set. The other 2 pieces just were horrendous on me, but the whole outfit was, I don't remember, but cheap. But I actually bought it for the jacket and have gotten rid of the pants, and it was a tank top. They were just atrocious. They really were. They were horrible. Too short, then they were too wide. I don't like real flary pants on the bottom. I like my pants to kind of neck down to my ankle. So, but anyway, I've got a pair of my old ankle pants on, just a Amazon Essentials. By the way, Amazon Essentials black t-shirt, V-neck, and then this little jacket. So cute. It is definitely kind of a knit material, but it's plenty of room. I'm going to say go by the size chart. I don't remember what this is, but go by the size chart and get whatever size you need. And I also don't remember where I got this. I want to say I got this from Amazon, and if I did, I'll link it. But I have to be honest with you and say that Chris cut this down for me because I put it on, and it would have been pretty with a turtleneck, but I prefer something a little shorter around my neck. So he cut it up, and we put a new bail on it and everything, but it did come with the earrings too. And these put me in the mind. I had bought some necklaces like this from Denali up in Alaska, only they were blue, and I had a cream one, I think, or whatever. But I think these are really pretty, and boy, does it ever match this. I just kind of got lucky with this. But anyway, bracelets the same, rings the same, watches the same, makeup's the same, all's the same. So anyway, I think that's all I have to share. Really, I haven't felt like it, you guys. I have been down on the couch and not feeling well at all. It is pretty bad. I'll tell you, and I remember when I had my wisdom teeth out, I said, I've had 2 C-sections, you guys, with both our girls. I had 2 C-sections. And I remember saying back when I had my wisdom teeth out, I said, this pain is worse than a C-section. And I'm not even kidding you, because you never can just stay still. You're always either chewing or talking or swallowing or moving or doing something. And then if you don't move, then with TMJ, as you all know, you get tight, and it's like a vicious cycle. It's like a vicious cycle, and it has been super painful. I really started feeling better yesterday. That's why we went shopping. And then today I'm feeling even better than yesterday. So hopefully as each day passes, I'll feel better and better. And then once I get that root canal done, he said there's nothing else emergent in my mouth, that there's no other cracks. There's no other, everything. I need crowns because my teeth have already broken, to be honest, in a couple of places. And there was one that I didn't even realize had a chip off of it. I didn't realize that. So, but once I get my mouth taken care of, oh my goodness, I'm going to feel like $1 million. Let me tell you something. It has been an ongoing worry of mine for many, many, many years. So like I said, don't do what I did. This is a cautionary tale, you guys. Don't do what I did. Don't wait till you're in so much pain you can't even, I'd wake up in tears. I'd go to bed in tears. I was really, really, really miserable. And for those of you around here, if you need a new dentist, do try out Family First Dental. I'll give you the information in the description box. Vernon Williams, like I said, is his name, the dentist's name. And the staff is absolutely wonderful, you guys. Every single person that I came in touch, that I came in contact with, so encouraging, so compassionate. They could tell I was a nervous Nelly, and, a wonderful office, wonderful practice. So they're located on Route 3. If y'all know where Little Tire Company is, if you go past Little Tire Company and you go right past there, they're right back there. And they have, I think, a pediatric doctor on one end and then they're on the other end. Lovely office, very modern, very comfortable chairs with a TV sitting right in front of you. I was watching TV shows. Of course, I was very nervous. I will tell you, sitting in that chair, knowing that they were all going to look in my mouth and they were all going to see the hot mess that I've been hiding or, worried about for years, not just a year, for years, and had ongoing on and off issues with this tooth or that pain or that ache or whatever, When I walked out of there, even though I knew I had to have a lot of work done, even though I knew I had to have a root canal done, I was like, I am so grateful that I finally dug deep and found the strength and the nerve to get this taken care of, So go me, woohoo. Please don't lecture me about not going. Please don't do that. I know. Please don't tell me about a root canal. I know I've had one. I know what that's about. Please don't tell me, horror stories or anything. Trust me, I'm fragile. I don't need to hear anything negative, please. No negative stories. I understand that a lot of you probably can really understand and relate to what I'm going through. But I don't need to hear anything negative. Let's keep it positive. Let's keep it upbeat and positive and sunshiny and happy as I work my way through, several dental appointments coming up and some not till next year because our insurance, you can only do so much. And then thankfully we're at the end of the year, so that's good. But anyway, regardless, y'all don't need to hear that. But anyway, that's it, I guess. And that'll be it for this week. And as I said, once I get my root canal done, I'll probably tell you that story. Lord help me. And then, we'll start deconstructing this house. I don't know whether we'll do that on camera or off camera. And then we'll start with the mantle, of course, with Christmas, right? So, all right, you guys, that's it for today and for this week. And I'm glad I was able to come back and talk with you. And I hope all is well with everyone. And for those of you who might be struggling or suffering with a catastrophic illness or chronic pain, or have suffered a great loss, I hope that you have someone there with you, taking care of you, helping you get through each day, making the very, very best out of each day. I hope there's nothing weighing on your minds or your hearts, pulling your attention away from where you want it to be or from where it should be. I love y'all to bits, to bits, to bits. Hugs all around, and I keep you in my thoughts and my prayers every single day. And with all of that said, I'll just say, until next time, y'all take good care. Bye-bye.